Look at the hands. I mean, they're all over. Every single cloud there is that shape. There's no way around that. I mean, every single cloud is showing us this every day. We don't see it. Look at that. When I take the outlines off, look what exactly what is there. I mean, you just cannot get around this. I struggle with the geometry for so long to finally I recall what that was. And it is on every single cloud. I mean, every single cloud, even the blue part formed that square right here. That's a fingernail, huge, but it's made with a smaller hand. You can see it right there. And look. They form hands on every which way. And then that's part of a bigger hand, which is part of another bigger. I mean, it's the geometry is so intricate because they overlap each other. It's three-dimensional. Every single part of the clouds are made like that. That can only be done by a God. Well, the system is designed that way. There is no other. I mean, you find them in space, in every planet and moon, galaxy, nebula, asteroid. I mean, I can show over and over the same thing. Look at this one right here. What do you think that is? And it forms faces because the intercepting lines do that. That might be a way to show that, yeah, that's how intricate this geometry is. Look, there is and it matches exactly the one next to it. It goes up, it goes down, and look, every single line right there is the same geometry. It's just insane, man. It's like that structure that Leonard Wilson recorded in space. That's supposed to be 3 light years away from Earth. I mean, from the solar system. And still, it's the same geometry. So that's gotta be some kind of a look, the same exact, and the lines all are so perfect with each other. I mean, it's just insane, man. So that's gotta be the matrix code for this realm we're living in. I mean, you can look at the moon, the images of the moon, and you would find the exact same thing. It's just a repeat. Check it out when I take the outlines off. Look at that. You see it's just you cannot miss. Once you know that geometry is it wow you wow every time because you see that in clouds. That's something that is just incredible, man. It's just incredible. Like I said, only a guy could do something like that. Or the system is made by a consciousness thing that is just repeating every which way, and gas was supposed to be those clouds. It's a freaking hand like that. You can see how it bends the finger exactly like a hand. And you see the very faint line of the fingernails, like that. And then you see the thumb here. But that thumb is part of another thumb from the one next to it. And that's part of another one that is part of another one, and it's like I say, it's infinite. This shape, it just keeps repeating and repeating in every direction, sizes. One is part of another, that is part of another, on top of, in front of another. It just keeps repeating in 3D, three-dimensional. I don't know if NASA knows this deal, but once the person that is looking at this video, if he really has some brain, and this is the only haze, it's supposed to be clouds. Look, that's the cloud I just did. That one right there. Look, and it formed eyes. That is just a possibility possible. And it is. Look at that. Right there. The two looking clouds are fingers. Holding either another finger or forms a hand and it forms another hand, and it's like 20 or 50 hands right there. The thumb, the index, the middle, ring, the pinky. And like that. Then it makes another hand. And that makes them see how this finger and the other one. You look at the images in the moon, and it's the exact same thing. Look, that's the curvature of the fingernail. And there's the other one, squarish, and the other one, and the other one. Think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. That's the rule. Same geometry. So far I've seen this like that. I've seen it like this. And I've seen it like this, like a fist. It's like 4 or 5 different hand. Oh, I see it. Like that, upside down, like that. And the palm up and palm down. But this is the most prevalent, this one, right, like this. See, look at how the sky open up, the cloudy part start opening. And as soon as I finished this, it went back into a cloud, total cloudy. Amazing, just amazing. The system is responsive. Immediately captures what you're putting out. That do recognize the deal. Wow. The monkey is a little different than the other. Check this out. This one right here is a huge hand. Check this out. I mean, it is insane, man. Look. one finger, the index, the middle, I'm doing a shitty drawing because it's just too much shit to do perfection too short time for that. I'm only trying to show how the geometry. Look, there's this right here, index, middle, ring, pinky. That's another hand like that. And then you see it repeats the same thing. Look, there's the thumb. So it's a fist the same way. Boom. Right here, the same thing. Look, even the tiny ones form the same thing. This is just incredible. And look, it forms a hand in both ways. This way and then this way. Like I say, it overlaps and it becomes so many of them that it's difficult to discern what that is. And you see this square right here. That's a huge fingernail, but then you see small hands are grabbing it on the edges, exactly like, look, there's another one. Every square deal there is that fingernail, look. They all have the same curvy part on one side and then just like a finger. And then you see another 1, 2, a small hand grabbing it all around that form part of another one. I mean, it just is infinite. Look, you can see all these squares. It's all the same thing, but in different, it overlaps. It's insane, man, but like I say, once you know that geometry, you know that you got it. Look at this one down here. Look. I mean, you can know, oh, that's a dog. No, there ain't no any freaking dog, none of that. Look, there's a finger, there's another finger, which is part of another one that goes up like that. It's crazy, man, but it is. And then you see the faded line, and it always forms the same thing. You cannot escape on that or from that. It's just, look, a faded one in the blue part like that. Then it's divided by another one which is part of a finger that is like that, always like that. Exactly doing the exact same position, I mean the same shape. It's faded, but it's there too, on the bluish part. When I take the writing off, you see, look, you see the squares? Those are huge fingers. And then they become smaller and they're surrounded by small ones. It's always the same. You look at the moon images, it's all exactly alike. I mean, exactly. And you look at nebulas, and it's the exact same thing. It doesn't change. So we are inside this deal. And it's in a transparent thing in front of us, around us, we're in it. And that's probably what I was thinking, that the system knows us because we're transmitting energy that I mean, they know each one of us. They know what we do, they know